We know the saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words, so photographers have a voice through their images. A group of photographers wanted to see more Black people telling stories through their camera lens. And as a part of our Black History Month coverage, Sheba Turk takes us to a Culver City nonprofit that's creating an avenue to make that possible.
I've been taking photos since I was like 4, apparently.
Maya June Mansour has been a photographer for nearly her entire life. So in 2020, she couldn't tear herself away from the images of protest after the murder of George Floyd by a white Minneapolis police officer and other instances of racial unrest and police brutality.
And we were seeing so many images of Black pain being captured by non-Black people.
Mansour and several other photographers wondered how the narrative would be different if more Black people could tell their own stories of pain and more.
But also joy and humor and nerdiness and obscurity and just all of the vast things that Black people are.
And is that what it looks like when Black people do it? Maybe it's showing all sides of us?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's as many expressions of Blackness as there are Black people.
I feel like this is the first time that I've kind of felt like I belong.
So Mansour and a group of photographers created the Black Image Center. The Culver City nonprofit is a community photography space created as a response to their curiosity.
Really out of this question of what would it look like if LA's Black photographers and storytellers had a space.
The Black Image Center was founded in 2020. In 2021, they started doing pop-ups and events for Black photographers. And then in 2022, they opened their permanent space, which has tons of great resources for Black photographers, but it also has created an amazing sense of community.
I think it's also just a great energy to be in, which is why I keep coming back. Like, it felt really good to just share space with other people who also wanted to create something for themselves.
Chrissy Lopez is a photographer and art director. She moved to LA right before the pandemic and went to one of the center's events. She's been connected to it ever since.
I've been able to utilize these things and physical space to elevate my own life and my own work.
The center serves as a co-working space for just $5 a day, and it's apparent that Black image makers are benefiting from connecting and collaborating. They help each other navigate all aspects of being a creative entrepreneur.
We have people that will hit us up and be like, hey, I just got asked to do this job, but I don't know how to make an estimate. Can you help me?
The center also provides access to resources and tools that often keep Black creators from thriving.
I am a young Black photographer, so a lot of the times I'm kind of trying to fill this void that I see in my own career.
A photographer who can't afford art school can take part in a camera clinic, workshop, or apply for the artist residency, which covers everything from technical skills to philosophy.
We started offering these free film fridges in 2021, and really the idea is based off of this thought that just like how our bodies deserve to be nourished, so does our creativity. And so folks are able to come and grab a roll of film for free. The first roll is free, and then the next ones are pay what you can.
Lopez has used that free film to complete some of her own projects. In her latest series, she interviews and photographs image makers who have poor vision.
And what I wanted to discuss was how our relationship with our vision may have shaped our journey as creatives.
Lopez doesn't think that her career would be where it is today without the center where she landed her first residency. As Lopez knows very well, cost is a huge barrier to entry into the photography world. Everything that the Black Image Center provides is free or low cost. The free resources, the classes, the connections, it's all about giving Black photographers the ability to harness their power into pictures.
Black people deserve to be able to tell our own stories.
Sheba Turk, KCAL News.